Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live at 6.
Surging COVID-19 cases are leading states all over the nation to take mitigation efforts. It's not the first time we've had to take a step back, and many say they're better prepared this time. Valley News Team's Courtney Lockie finds out what people have learned and how they're applying it now.
It's hard to believe it was 9 months ago. Many of our lives were first flipped upside down by the pandemic.
I thought that everything would go back to normal in 1 to 2 weeks.
Now in November, at least 37 states have new restrictions, including North Dakota and Minnesota, trying to slow the spread of a second wave.
It was kind of reality that this isn't going to end anytime soon.
Those like Emma Nelson say, we've been here before and we can get through it again. So here's the question. What did you learn from the spring that you're taking with you to get through round 2?
When we have the opportunity to just do them and do them right and stuff, because you honestly never know. Like, this just proves that nothing is 100%.
The one thing is just surround yourself with people who have the same values and goals as you.
The thing that's kept me positive most of all for the last 50 years is Jesus Christ and that I'm a Christian.
I'd say spend time with your family as much as you can.
We're going to have to adapt to this in order for it to get better.
Nelson says there's always a lesson to be learned.
And it's hard because we kind of lived our lives taking it somewhat for granted.
As we look forward to the day we finally make it to the other side. In the FM area, Courtney Lockie, Valley News Live.
You can join the conversation on our Facebook page, comment, and let us know what you've learned. We have started off our weekend with cool temperatures with a chance for some moisture this evening. Summer Schnellbach has a first look at your forecast. Summer?
Yeah, we'll have a little system moving in tonight, but overall it was a fairly comfortable November day. Our temperatures were above average in some places. Jamestown, 51 degrees for a high temperature this afternoon, 45 in Carrington, Valley City, and Gwinner, 50 down in Sisseton, 47 here in Fargo. Much cooler up to the north, though. Temperatures were in the 30s, 39 in Grand Forks, 32 in Langdon, 34 in Hallock. Right now, looking at our Detroit Lakes Home of Economy Skycam, things are looking quiet, but fairly cloudy skies. We were a little bit breezy today, still breezy in some spots. Jamestown winds sustained out of the south at 12 miles per hour, and same thing in Detroit Lakes tonight. Temperatures for most of us are in the 30s, but really cool along the international border. Roseau and Langdon both at 28 degrees. As we head into the rest of the night, temperatures will fall into the 30s, and then we have a chance for some rain and some snow and kind of that mixed bag of precipitation. So Katie, coming up in just a couple of minutes, I'll be timing out exactly when and where we might see this rain and when we might even be transitioning into that snow or that rain-snow mixture as we head into tomorrow.
Definitely something to take note of. Thank you so much, Summer. Taking a look at the COVID-19 numbers, North Dakota is reporting 1,526 cases, 401 of those cases coming out of Cass County. 16 deaths are also being reported, bringing the death toll to 834 in the state. Minnesota reported more than 6,200 COVID cases, along with 51 deaths. The people who died range in age from their 40s to being older than 100 years old. 3,201 people have died in the state. Prior to North Dakota Governor Doug Burgum's and State Health Officer Dirk Wilkie's issuing of a mask and business mandate, the North Dakota Sheriffs and Deputies Association and the Chiefs of Police Association sent them a letter outlining concerns if the governor wanted to enforce the mandate. The letter requested the mandate be penalized by an infraction versus a Class B misdemeanor. The associations say the court is already experiencing a backlog in cases, and the penalties would increase the level of exposure to officers if they would have to make arrests. They say jail capacity is already under stress due to the pandemic, and it would add to the jail numbers with mask violators.
We didn't want to put people in jail over a mask mandate. Basically, what we want is voluntary compliance.
The order does not outline how much the infraction would cost if a person is cited. It would be up to their municipality and county. Less than a week after the total number of U.S. COVID-19 cases surpassed 11 million, today they climbed to 12 million. With Thanksgiving approaching, the Centers for Disease Control is advising people to celebrate locally and only with members of your immediate household. Danya Bacchus reports.
With some 50 million Americans planning to travel for Thanksgiving, health officials are concerned the pandemic will get worse.
Pause for a moment and do a determination of the risk-benefit within your family group. And then when you make your decision, that's your decision. No one's forcing anything on you.
As daily new cases approach 200,000 and some hospitals become stretched to the limit, the toll on frontline healthcare workers is growing.
At the end of the day, I would go home and go straight to the shower. Part of this was to protect myself and my family, but the other part was so I could go cry in the shower and finally release for the day.
In California, a 10 p.m. to 5 a.m. curfew goes into effect Saturday night in 41 counties, covering most of the state's residents. Some don't like it.
It's against everything I think that America stands for. There's no way anyone's going to tell me I have to stay in my house.
Like many cities, Denver's bars and restaurants are under newly tightened restrictions.
Ultimately, we don't have a significant federal response to support anything, restaurants especially. So I think it's huge. If you want businesses to be there when this is all done, then you need to support them now.
I got COVID after I came home from college, and it destroyed my lungs.
Months after 19-year-old Alexa Huskin-Hobbs survived COVID-19, the Colorado resident says she's still not fully recovered.
Like if your lungs normally expand like this, it's like my lungs feel like this.
Hobbs says she wishes she had done more to avoid the virus. Danya Bacchus, CBS News, Los Angeles.
The college football game between Clemson and Florida State was postponed hours before kickoff today when medical personnel could not agree it was safe to play. We are entering the holiday season, which can be a stressful time without a pandemic. The Village Family Service Center is offering free walk-in mental health clinics for Clay County residents. The clinics are on Wednesdays from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. If you feel like you're being overwhelmed with everything going on, reach out. Time is running out for ranchers to sign up for the second round of agriculture assistance through the Coronavirus Food Assistance Program. According to Senator John Hoeven, North Dakota livestock producers have received nearly $213 million in aid. Under the second round of payments, ranchers will receive $55 per head for the highest number of cattle inventory between April 16th and August 31st. The deadline to sign up is December 11th. For more information, go to farmers.gov. Valley News Live has teamed up with the Great Plains Food Bank for a virtual food drive. All donations will stay right here in the community to help our neighbors in need. To find out more, download the free VNL News app and look for the virtual food drive and click to donate. It's the last day that you can submit a bid for the 12th annual For Love of Dog Rescue silent auction. It's all online and ends at 9:30 tonight. They have 450 items up for bid. It's the largest fundraising event of the year, and since the rescue is nonprofit, they depend entirely on donations to provide care for all of the dogs.
It's actually less than what we usually have, and we understand that local businesses weren't able to donate as much as they can, and we totally get it, but we've had a pretty good, outpouring from the community, so it's been great.
Tomorrow from 11 to 5, Leach says all items will be able to be picked up from the Fargo Holiday Inn. Still ahead tonight, as you prepare for the holidays, experts are saying you should include your children in discussions about how things might be different this year.
And most of us right now are currently just seeing an increase of cloud cover, but we do have some showers on the way. Right now in the form of rain. I'll let you know when it might transition to a wintry mix or even some snow.